Hi everyone, welcome back to the Hollywood Weaves channel. Today I wanted to come to you with a short tutorial combination of a myth buster. Um, so today we're going to address shedding. We get asked all the time, does the hair shed? Well, unfortunately, ladies, all hair sheds. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but all hair sheds. And it could be for a number of different reasons, but we see the most common reason is based on how your extensions are actually installed on your hair. So if you are experiencing normal shedding, well, it speaks for itself. It's normal. Whenever you have a weft, so here's your weft, and those tiny hairs, individual hairs, are sewn, and as you can see the thread, they're sewn on a track. At any given time when you're brushing your hair or combing your hair, washing your hair, those individual hairs that are sewn on can come off, which is called shedding. Now, the most common, when I hear people talk about abnormal shedding, it was important for me to address this because in addition to our company, there are a number of companies out there that sell great hair. And it's easy for virgin hair companies like ours to get a bad rap if someone experiences abnormal shedding. So for me, it was very important to come to you and educate you about abnormal shedding so that you wouldn't think that this wonderful hair that you've been purchasing for so long, you got this batch and now it's shedding abnormally. You think something is wrong with the hair or the company. That's not true. Abnormal shedding 90% of the time comes from how your extensions are installed. And I'm going to give you an example. When clients call us and they ask us, oh, how long does the hair last? The first thing that we tell them is try to get your stylist or whoever is installing your hair to wrap your tracks around versus cutting them up. One, it extends the life of the hair because whenever you take your hair down, you'll take it down and you'll still have one long track. So if you happen not to go to the same stylist the next time, it's easier for that stylist to use that hair again. So it makes it reusable and it makes it a lot easier to reuse. The second reason that we advise you not to cut your tracks is because whenever you cut your tracks, that causes abnormal shedding. If you think about it, if you take this track and your stylist is cutting each track to fit it in place or to fit it, wherever it is that she needs it to go, all the way down, you end up with numerous cut tracks in your hair. So I'm going to show you what you have. So your stylist cuts your track. Okay. So first you see that I have this little piece and I'm using this as an example. The first thing you see is that this hair has come off. And now these hairs are coming off. I hope you guys can see this pretty good. But this is what shedding actually is. And this is what causes abnormal shedding. So I'm going to show you with the piece that's still long what's happening. So now you have this cut weft, and look at this. The hair comes right off. So it's not that you don't have good hair, it's that the hair, it has been cut up so much that the wefts, the thread that's holding it together, loosens. So you do experience, hair coming out. And look at all this hair that came out just from cutting that one piece. So this is the cause of abnormal shedding. So in addition to we suggesting that you actually wrap your tracks around versus cutting them up, we also are going to give you an at-home trick for reinforcing your wefts. Some people call it sealing the wefts. So again, here's your wefts. And what you can do is you can go and get this product from any one of your local Walmart stores, CVS's sometime, Walgreens, but this is the product. This is a fabric glue, and it's a light glue. It dries invisible, and it's usually used to glue hems or seams, but it works as a great at-home trick to reinforce your wefts. And when you purchase it, it comes with two little caps. And this is the cap that you actually would use for the applicator. And you see it has two teeth. So you can slide those teeth right down the weft. And I'll show you, and you don't need much. I'll show you what that looks like. And you just slide it down like this, all the way down the track. And what I suggest doing, just for the sake of this video, of course, I'm doing it, holding it up like this to the camera. But I suggest actually laying it on a flat surface. I would get like a white towel or something and lay the hair on top of the towel and then start to reinforce your wefts. And again, all you're doing is taking the wefts. So here's the weft, and you are just sliding this spray check all the way down the weft, all the way till you get to the end. And this will definitely reinforce your wefts. You let it dry. I usually let mine dry for 24 hours, but it does dry faster than that. It's dry within a couple of hours, and it dries completely invisible. So in reference to hair shedding, all hair sheds. Most abnormal shedding is caused by the way the extensions are installed into your hair, and all your wefts can be reinforced. But if your hair is shedding abnormally, the first alarm should not be that you may not have good hair. You may have excellent hair. So it could be a number of reasons. So just take all of that in consideration. And I hope this tip is something useful for you and that you can use starting now. All right, thanks.